This is JuneUniverse, Ninja Intuitive 3 minutes blind reading quickie. Thank you for joining here, allowing me to your experience at this time of your day. Hope you are doing well, better than yesterday, better than last week. I am wondering about what's happening in the planet level, because it's unfamiliar energies within me, around me. I feel like I've been catching up something new to invite in for the space that created to move on to next creation. And I think just to be sharing what I've been observing in my little universe is that moving quickly, it's like so to me being observed as an up and down, moving here and here. It's like it's almost woke up from the winter long sleep sort of movement, like a more like a new energy active sort of movement, regardless of where I am aligning in energetic awareness. So I feel there isn't a new room for me to adjust the tempos and resonance to what I've been observing and intending and inviting and harmonizing that rhythm within and around to realign to own here now. So basically, uh, catching it up is kind of hard in many levels, like mental, emotional, physical, um, to connect within and around and realize that we are expecting an eclipse, solar eclipse within the next 24 hours. Just to share where I am for the listener, you listening in archive, which most of the case at this podcast community. So no wonder that energy is bumpy, jumpy to some people's experience as being part of the universal show. And I realized that when we are so open to whatever energetically and willingness, or create the space for something new to come in, so it's like open to the new opportunity, people, whatever, consciously, subconsciously. um it is, even if you're conscious enough to be open, sometimes it's so connected in the deeper levels beyond your imagination expectation. You've been taken to that, and then we don't know why, what the heck is going on. Was like, but the feeling that I can share is like, oh my God, I'm so being drained by energy, and I don't know what it is. Um, and then reviewing, if you journaling all these activities in a way that you can connect with your experience in the other moments, and noticing that, oh gee, this particular event, or the people, or the co-creative experience, it seems to be what seems to be the beginning of that shift, or redirecting, or like reconnecting to something new. And I think it's most important things for us to deal with that type of feeling or noticing or awareness, um, is to be put the judgment aside, because it's easy for us to judge, is this good or bad, yes or no, it's a and we want to get the lesson and move on quickly, and that is one way, but sometimes it's too early to judge. So I'm not saying judgment is a bad thing, because it's not a good or bad, but it's removing the judgmental view and then just to observe in a neutral stance, distance, enough space to observe and notice and find what's there, what was it. And and when we have enough view to take a look at ourselves in with a distance, with the loving heart, of course, because it must come from the loving creation, otherwise it's just I would like to send you to the different coast to relate to that, whatever that you're noticing it. So to the observer, coming from the loving heart, well, but actually sometimes it's the most hardest things to align to start with, but to noticing what we are noticing without judging it, and finding the key elements that we would like to connect in the creation that we are wishing to create, which is like we already on the process of being there, becoming that you, me, being. Um, and there is an opportunity to choose. So consciously and unconsciously we're being chosen, but at least this is my preference. I want to use the 5% of consciousness to feel as I am choosing it, and this is it's a responsibility for own choice, instead of victimizing, because we always have a choice, in a way that we can take it, to that's a preference of life, but I choose that way. And then respect, to whatever that comes. I mean, aligning into the creation that we are wanting to share in around that expansion and extension of that, which is love, joy, and happy and success, to be able to share from really open up heart. It's the safe space. So it's like a safe net comes to the beginning of this all the journey, and that is also I want to talk about the safety, feeling of safetyness, and that to make it as a core to extend, expand in a different course. So just noticing what comes to the awareness and choosing without judging, and to know where we are at this moment on the journey of our path, to the goal or the vision that you are creating, um, goals that you are walking on in the many levels and many areas. And the good reminder, including for myself, is that we are holographic, component, because everything is made of energy, like biologically we are made of cells and under our skins and being part of universe. It's a holographic, it's a movable. Look at how fast that our body can heal when it's got scratch, it heals. It has its own system that to change all this. Every single moment we are changing, regardless of we like it or not. So more aligning into choosing the combination of the holographic component as an experiences in a way that we would like to, means that each cells can be removed bubble the energy component and be able to align. So when we choose to use our conscious power, only 5%, to do something with that fact that everything is made of energy, we can use that attention, because the energy flows where attention was given, and the conscious attention given is the energy moving into that direction. So when you give your focus, that's the whole energy flows, consciously, subconsciously. So then we want to remove into the realigning of this focus into the supportive, or the somewhere that we're heading towards to the new destination, instead of unwanting directions. So I hope that I was holding the topic that I wanted to share with you. Yeah, so within the idea of that we're holographic and everything is made of energy, including our body and presence and our life itself in many different areas. And so one area when we notice that is low of frequency, if you use the terminology like vibrating at low level, like it's not so ideal, and there is a huge room to create, to resonate to where you want to resonate as your new reality. And some area is pretty much fulfilling, and then it's all about balance and using the idea of holographic. So it's like once we aligned to good frequency, like the joy, fun, and something is working really good, and the other area is going to be also resonate to that characteristics of that resonance that we are having in the joy and happy area of our life, because it's all connected and holographic. So one area is good, and then the next will be influenced, and then the next influence, and then next. So we can use the spiral path, connected path, in a way that going down or going upward means what? Like a feeding, higher frequency feels good, loving, exciting, joy, that feeling, that feel in our heart, the emotions. And then the other way, like it can be guided into a negative spiral also. That's kind of dangerous, being taken to the darkest dark place. Most of us visited at least once in this earth journey. So that spiral is sometimes it's challenging to redirect the force of movement when you use in one area, like thinking too much, and then we can use other area, like the physically. Maybe we can move the body and shift the presence, or just to even changing the body movement is enough to realign in all this the cells, holographically. And then we perceive as in a different feeding. when we change the place, and then that reflects. So it's any way that you can use, be creative. So we can use the creativity in that area to be creative about, to change, to make it better frequency in a healthy way. So knowing what's noticing what will make it really high frequency, and creating that list is helpful for like the music selections, like danceable musics, and then all this the immediate shift can be happening, just the moving. That's one way. So knowing that human system from that angle without judging it, to maintain, to explore the new way to resonate, to harmonize of our intentional creation in life, especially that reflection of outside of us is changing quickly. And if you're empath and sensing all these changes in unusual way, sensitive way, and then we want to get to becoming good at to relate to all this new unfamiliar energy, and become familiar with it, become familiar with the way that we relate to. So it comes back to our own love embodiment, to loving self, and then affirming a creation. But even if it's still, it's sometimes it's hard because we are willing to grow, so giving a space, and then that space, we never know until we experience to see it will fit or not. Using intuition to notice, that would be that would be helpful, because gives us an information to choose before purchasing it. Just like having the ingredients for the product, what's in it, what can be the combination, knowing what is as an information before intaking it. So that can be the intuitive insight that, okay, these things, the ingredients can be this, without, before consuming that, you may be aware that, oh, okay, that can be causing me allergy. Or, if I combine with so and so, then that can be not so ideal. Or like, well, maybe explore, and if it's somehow this could happen, and then that can be the cause of it's like in ahead of time information could work as a survival tool. So intuition information can be used that way. But basically it's about feeding as a beingness. If you don't feel good, it's not feel good. I mean, that's the dumb basic. So it comes down to what makes us feel good in a healthy way. So it's the feeling good state is the state that something bringing up smile to your face. If we can turn into ourself being here now into that state, that is the quickest things. Whatever that you can choose, or whatever that will make that state for you now, that is the most effective remedy to reset, realign, and more align to ourselves, being able to connect to that newness that we are willing and open to invite in, and connect and extend and expand. So saying is one thing, and then practicing is another thing. So let us practice that feeding. I'm talking randomly today, and to just aligning myself including, but seems to be like I'm having a healing request that are also similar kind of frequency. Well, maybe I'm attracting the similar kind of frequency, but you just notice that patterns. It's not only happening me, so don't take it personal if you feel like the similarity as an up and down, then it's like a fast moving energetic field lately. So let us put the idea as an personal experience aside a little bit, and let us be part of the whole universe. And what is universe? It's the definition of universe. Universe is something larger than ourselves. Ourselves is like a human being, and universe is the holding space for Mother Earth and other planet. Universe is the space 99.99999% of the vacuum that where the space is there, and only 0.0000001% is the consciousness if you think it's that way, because it's the most of the space is the universe. So universe is within us and around us. We are part of universe. That's how I want to define the universe, as me as a JuneUniverse. Right now it's the March universe. So connected to the March universe, and changing all the things. I mean, all the time, but it's has some characteristics and humans awareness, and we are being part of it. And to share that awareness in that exciting, joyful life experience on earth is all matters, and that's how almost likely we are connected. And again, if you're listening, my voice here, there's no accident that it's a magnet that we all have as an energy being is connected to this universal flow, whatever that flow you are with, and I am with. So thank you for connecting, and I appreciate your time participating in this co-creative oneness in being part of the universe. And together we can become a stronger, more powerful magnet to reject, which no longer, well, not the reject, it's like a protect from what we are magnetizing as a main thing, and then protect the rest from unwanting. Because when we use the magnet together, we can increase the power multiple way. It's just two people, it's not 1 + 1 = 2. It's like a more power. You know, I noticed some energy combination with my friends. So this is going to be a long talk. Maybe I'm going to set a different topic for this. But I noticed that some energy combination when when I'm with some particular friend, and all of a sudden, unexpected situation magnetized, gravitized, and then it's not happening just by myself. You know, it is walking in a different way, because sort of I'm knowing familiar with my own energy. Like when I go somewhere and then something happens, it's like, oh, that's me. And then some people surprised like being with me and experiencing what I'm experiencing together, being with me. It's like, wow, you know, this is you. Well, that's not new to me, because that's happening all the time in my universe, little universe. So I know that's my energy. But when I'm invited to others' energy, of course, like a together presence makes a magnet work in a unique way. That's why more exciting to get to know, co-create, collaborate in something with other person, knowing that the characteristics and the root energy of that other, the signature energy of the other human person, being. So but some combination is really powerful. I mean, you can call it as in a soul connections or whatever, but it's so powerful when we can intentionally use that for the purpose for the good. It can be amazing just because there's an effortless being who we are, and then it just magnetized situation. Let's say, for example, like me and my friend, um when we go somewhere and no one is there, and then all of a sudden people just come. It was like, well, these people are there before. Like, I have that type of signature energy by myself, but was not experiencing in that massive way. And then I noticed that happening like a 3, 4 times when I'm with that particular person. And then I asked him like, "Hey, are you the person like who magnetize when you go somewhere? Like if you go somewhere and there was no people, but all of a sudden people showed up around you?" And then he goes, "Yes." It's like, you was like, "Oh yes." And so when we were together, that was amazingly like there was no one literally like in the mountainside. So we just parked the car and then no one because it's nice to observe the nice view with no one else. It's like just to drive in and find the spot and it's just gee nice and cool. And then all of a sudden without like 3 5 minutes, it just car parking all the road, and it's a unbelievable magnet that magnetizes like of gee, it's this is something. So and then started to notice some sort of the energy combination whose unusual experience to each other's experience. So it's nice to have that awareness for the other person also, so that we can talk about it and then we can consciously use that energy. So what I'm talking about, so the energy combinations, and so we are all um made of energy, and then that combination, the magnetize in the power that beyond our imagination. So the idea is to you want to use in ideal way. So that intention to give our focus, aligning it into a good thought, and then fully occupied with that um, space in that intention. So then more less space for wanting to be noticed or coming, as the magnet, even if it's there, more fulfilling, attractive magnetizing is occupied with us. So that would help us be in a state of good, feeling excited. What I'm saying is like fulfilling that with that consciousness. So that's the way that we would like to use the function that we have as a human being, if we can utilize as a human gift and tools. So if this sounds too crazy, that's fine. But if you resonate, and then let us join together now and give our focus to invite in or like align ourselves in the state or signature frequency, root energy, no matter where you are now, no matter where you've been taken to, no matter what you feeling, sensing right now. At this present moment, we can choose to give our focus together and then use the power of togetherness now with the inhale and exhale, because the air contains energy. So just the oxygenations and intaking, and then intentionally just being part of the powerful magnet to realign with our being using the field of oneness and being part of it, and then bring that into your local physical personal creation. I mean, where's the personal creation? But it's just like your local reality creation. So, but we need each other to become a stronger magnet. So let us take a long deep breath together, counting 3 now. 2, 3. Hold it. Just a neutral to your signature root energy frequency. And then now I would like to give a focus to the feeling of love, joy. Like, choose the situation, a person, anything that you feel connected in a loving, joyful way. You can choose your lover, you can choose your boyfriend, your girlfriend, you can choose your pet, your dog or cat, like something that brings to your face smile. Okay, you choose that. So then send a good thought and then connections, and you're connected feeling to that chosen presence. Now counting 3, inhaling the air all around us from the nose, starting now. 1, 2, 3, and then send out all the feeling, exhaling that to that chosen presence. Now the connected to that energy field, your connection to that joyful, loving feeling, and send it out to those now connected you at this present moment. In this energy return system of our universe, that thought now we sent is coming back to us, coming back to you. So thank you for your participation. Let me do the reading, intuitive 3 minutes blind quickie. The target I would like to choose for today's reading is, let's see, Sage. Sage, it's the new reality creation life path, basically. Sage. Here's the timer, 3 minutes. The Sage. Okay. I think I'm not organized here today. Excuse me. It's okay. So Sage, 3 minutes. Boom. Start. Okay. I have a sense that it's I think it served the purpose almost over, in a way that it's a burnout, became ashes. And again, it's important not to be judged. It's good or bad. It's neither of them. It just ended the course. And what is good for from now to take what have been is to notice that that event gave you an experience of the shift in a way that complete at the emotional tie that you have with this particular event. And the lesson was there to get grounded for your authenticity and connect with your heart chakra. So that would make you more in align to other chakra to be as who you are in as a one person, as an you know it's like a more readiness to be as more attractive person each area of ideas, heart, and intellect, and the way you balance and to connect with your actions and your the connection to other people and to the participation connection to the project and your creation and dedication to life experience itself is more authentically grounded because of this experience seems to be over. And after that, what you experienced was given that maturity of refined balance of who you are at this point of your reality creation. So notice that that was served the purpose, and then clearly you can move on. Like a smoke just came clear, and then now is the time with the clear vision, with the clarity. You are ready. Thanks for your request. This is the Sage and Life Path, I think. Okay, I would like to move to the next. How's our time? Next reading is the candy, candy, candy. New reality creation. Okay, I have a sense of a big smile of the happy, happy core of yourself. This event must be a really amusing experience to get to know that your heart is open and there's a blue sky to go ahead and the sky is the limit to create the potential. The intellect is so balanced in the way that the idea is down the earth creation and the creativity can be on board based on that. So I'm sensing the balance is really nice, and I like the way that after the event, the spirituality, your light, is a little bit of a new way to shine your next step. Before was like too much of spirituality, but now I feel it's the very ideal balance that you are com- com- composing as a person who create the new experience. Um, February was challenging, seems to be, but now it's so clear. Um, this sweetness is like a golden opportunity to create something together. Because of that, you can feel more confidently, clearly, down the earth, being self, comfortable living is waiting for you to fit in. Um, Sometimes like traveling and then stay in the out of daily activity is really good. Either way, I'm seeing that your heart and the center solar plexus is wide open. So trust that that experience is really good for you and you're on the right path. Good luck. Thanks for your request. This is the candy of the life creation. This is JuneUniverse. I think I can go for another one. Today is a random talk that I am not so organized the way that I usually am pretty organized, but just allowing this flow to come and then doing it. So thank you for joining me in this totally organized universal chaos, being part of it. Okay, so the next one is the lemon. Lemon. Okay. Lemon. I have a sense that you want to compare before and after of this experience, but I think it's not necessary to compare like before after sort of effect of particular event that you went through. Um, that is the element is giving you practicality in the four corners of your life that here you are, you want to go move here and the next and then coming back to own self as in a spiral path. um the something that you would like to take from this experience is that feeling of hanging and then moving to the hanging to the next, like want to complete add something meaningful down the earth conclusion that I am feeding as mountain through your activity. And then it seems to be that's your nature, like okay, this is done and then this is like going to be this and this, but sometimes it doesn't fit in that a way of you organizing that life event. So it's just a practice to allow that to be okay and then realign to grounding in your own creation and making sense. Looks like a new space to put that element as uncompleted, but it's okay. It as is, it's already completed, and so that you can move on. It's not like having a test and then you are not completing to finish one particular questions, and so you feel like everything else is completed, but you feel like entire test isn't completed yet. No, it's not. So it's completed as is for now, and then just move on. You can move on to that. That's the lesson. It's just allow that, and then it will come and make sense. If it's not making sense at this point, that's okay. That's the conclusion at this point. That's not making sense. Just don't touch it. Just observe it until it will make sense. And it will. It will. I get the sense that it's going to be like the end of May. It will make sense. So just make an appointment journal out of the experience. And then you're feeding that because of this event. Now you're feeding and see how it goes. Okay? Good luck and thanks for your request. This is the man and the category of life path. Okay, how is our time? This is JuneUniverse. You can request your own intuitive reading anonymously going to www.thatfutureforecaster.com www.thatfutureforecaster.com. My service is available worldwide by phone, so please visit and have me as an intuitive to provide an insight for your curious life creation. Look forward to serving your needs. So, thanks for joining today. I am obviously shifted my state to a new place. How about you? Hope you are using this magnet together, and I see you next time. Sending all my love to your creation. Until then, bye.